So 4,015 days ago was the last time I had an eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, and rosacea flare-up. So in today's video, I'm gonna go over the 3 most crucial aspects of healing eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, and rosacea with a customized diet so that you guys can unlock your healthy skin and start the process of healing today. Remember, eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, and rosacea is not for life. Here's the 3 specific things we're gonna go over in today's video. Number 1, where and how to start the process of customizing your diet. Number 2, the biomarker and biofeedback system that allows you to customize your diet and understand if you're staying on track or doing the right things or not. And number 3, which is the most important part of this video, is your psychology. So step 1 is commit to no more eating out and no more processed foods to learn the art of home cooked meals. You also might have to have a little bit of discipline to do some type of meal prep, especially if you're a busy person working a 9 to 5 or someone who just has a busy life, a family, or a career. This is gonna be challenging, but it's a skill set that if you want to heal your skin, you're gonna have to master. For a lot of you guys watching this video, this will be all that you actually have to do to heal your skin is stop eating out and stop eating processed foods and make all of your foods at home. Remember, this is your time to break bad habits. This is your time to heal. This is your time to develop these new skill sets like discipline and consistency, because that's what it's gonna take if you wanna stay in the game long enough to see your skin go from itchy and scaly and red and uncomfortable to actually having manageable, healthy, beautiful skin consistently. The next thing you wanna do to start your journey is you want to stop eating all of the known trigger foods and focus on the safest, nutrient-dense, easiest foods to digest and assimilate, and start your diet in that place. Animal fats, animal proteins, and fruit are going to be your all-time easiest and safest foods for that reason. Also, there is some low glycemic, low plant toxic foods that some people will be able to handle early on in the customization process. If you guys would like a detailed list of the foods to avoid, you can either check out the Eat, Cleanse, Move course, which is linked below. We go over all the foods to avoid and all the foods that are best to start with in a step-by-step manner. Also, I have a ton of videos of what I ate today videos and foods that I avoid videos. These are packed with information about the best foods to start with and the best foods to avoid when starting your diet. Here's something to keep in mind about the customization process with your diet is where you start is not where you're going to end up for most people. Where you start off is going to be very minimal and very condensed, and where you end up might just look like a normal, healthy diet. Remember, the customization process is a long-term thing. You're gonna be testing foods and seeing what foods work for you personally for a very long time, and you're gonna be able to work your way through every single food group. At the end, you're gonna know exactly what foods work for you, exactly what foods don't work for you, what foods are kind of in the middle, where your calories work for you best, and what macros also work for you best. Also, a truly customized diet is one that tastes really good and is easy for you to be consistent with. Being consistent with it long-term is the #1 factor that will keep your skin healthy and allow you to heal. So that's the basics of where to start. Now, once you've started, here's the complicated part. How do you know if the foods you're eating are working for you or not working for you? That's when the biomarker and the biofeedback system comes into place. Here is how to use the biomarker and biofeedback system, your sleep, daily poop, bloating, belching, and farting, sex drive, sexual interest, and amount of arousal you're experiencing on a daily basis. Plus for males, morning woods, your strength in the gym and how it's progressing, your strength with endurance, cardiovascular strength, your mood, ability to focus, be creative, your overall daily energy, your circadian rhythm, when you go to bed, wake up, get tired, your stress response, response to everyday stressors like being in traffic or having to stand in line, your zest for life, your desire to work, and the enjoyability of your life. Are you having fun? Do you look forward to the day when you wake up? Or are you kind of depressed and not looking forward to anything and everything seems kind of blah? So what I suggest is you take that list and you write it down in a journal. The first month, you're gonna be setting a baseline. Starting in month 2, start journaling your biomarkers based on the foundation compared to that first month's baseline. You can do this in any way that you want. The way that I did it is I had a list of all my biomarkers, and every day I would write down where they are at with a score of 1 to 10. If I slept great, 10. If I slept like crap, a 2. If I woke up and I didn't have any morning woods, 0. If I woke up and my whole night was filled with great boners, then 10. Do this for everything on the list, 3 to 5 times minimum per week, and this is how you're gonna track your progress. As your biomarkers stabilize, the foods that you're eating to stabilize those biomarkers are the ones that are going to work for you. When you wanna start adding healthy foods to test, simply add a food or a food group back and see how it affects your biomarkers. If the food negatively affects your biomarkers, it's also negatively going to affect your skin. If you're adding in new foods and your biomarkers are improving, you know that food is most likely going to work for you. Simply put, you don't have to guess anymore, and you can slowly work your way through every single food group that you want to test and determine with this data, does this food work for me or does it not work for me? So now you have a place to start. Now you know how to use the biomarker system to see if the foods that you're eating are actually customized and working for you. Now, the most important part, and I would be a complete asshole if I left this out because really this process is challenging. For those of you watching this video, you're probably the type of people that like to take control of your life, do things yourself, and really work hard towards your goals. So your psychology and your mental approach is gonna be a determining factor on whether this works for you long term or not. Your psychology matters. Here's the approach we use. So first and foremost, you wanna take your time and you wanna move forward in a progressive manner without backtracking. Now, how do you do that? First of all, you gotta admit to yourself and accept the fact that this has to be the #1 priority in your life. You owe it to yourself to make your health the priority in your life. If you do this, all other things, your relationships, your job, your career, your business, everything will drastically improve. One of the mindset hacks that we teach in our school to allow people to do this is called the marathon approach. And what the marathon approach is, it's quite literal. When you're running a marathon, you're not going to be practicing or giving effort to running the marathon's first part as fast as possible. You're gonna be accepting the fact that the marathon's gonna be a very long race, and not only do you have to pace yourself so that you can make it all the way to the end, but if you start too fast or if you're over obsessed with making it happen as fast as possible, I wanna heal as fast as possible, heal in 30 days, how long does it take, how long will it take? These questions and this obsession will hold you back from healing your skin. If instead you say, you know what, I'm gonna have the long-term marathon approach. I know this is gonna take long. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna allow the process to unfold, and each step I'm gonna move through slowly and correctly, allowing myself to never backtrack and to actually enjoy the slow burn process of becoming a healthier, more wonderful person. The marathon approach is also one that understands that the journey is going to be long and it's going to be frustrating and hard at times, and to be prepared for the challenges that happen. You're accepting the fact that you might stumble, that you might want to quit, and you're going to prepare yourself mentally to fight that battle. During the process of healing, there's a good chance you're going to fall down, you're going to mess up, you're going to stumble. You don't have to start over, just like a marathon race. If you fall down, you don't have to go to the starting line. You just get back up, get back to jogging, or get back to walking as fast as you can in the right direction as quickly as possible. The same thing is true with healing your skin with a customized diet. If you have a bad day of eating, if you mess up on a meal, don't beat yourself up. Just understand that that's information, it's data, and all data, whether it's good or bad, is helpful data if you use it. One of the easiest ways to stay in that marathon approach mindset is to use your pain and your suffering to your advantage. The year that I healed my skin, I used one psychological trick that helped me stay motivated more than anything else. I took a picture of my extremely flared up face. That picture represented and showed me how bad things are for me. Every time I saw that picture, it actually made me sad, it made me mad, and it made me have empathy for myself because my skin was really thrashed and trashed and it was obvious. Every time I looked at that picture, I was super motivated to move as far away from that emotion and feeling as I possibly could. I put that picture everywhere so that I had a constant reminder of what my mission in life now was, healing my skin. I put a picture on my mirror so that I was doing my morning routine, I could see it. It was on the screensaver of my phone, next to my laptop, it was at my desk, it was even sitting in my car on my dashboard. Every place that I frequented, I had that picture in a place where I could actually see it, and it made an absolutely amazing difference. Here's a psychological thing to look out for, my friends. This is a pit of doom that many people fall into. Success can many times sabotage you, especially when you're trying to heal your skin. Here's something that happens all the time. You want to avoid this 100% for sure. When I started seeing results with my skin, and when many of my clients start to see results with their skin, especially in the later months, months 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on, the skin's finally starting to heal. It's starting to look good, which means that systemically you have healed your gut biome, your hormones are back on track, your filtration organs are doing great, your nervous system is coming around, your immune system is coming around, and all things are headed in the right direction. Generally, here's what happens. You go and you have a cheat meal, and your skin feels and looks fine. So then you kind of lose that marathon approach. You go, okay, well, maybe I can get away with a whole cheat meal. And then that cheat meal turns into every other day you're having a cheat meal, which then turns into, oh, I can have this coffee. It's not going to do anything. Before you know it, you're looking yourself dead in the mirror with a full-blown flare-up. I can't tell you how many clients and how many times I did this, where I was having success, and because I was having success, I eased up on my marathon approach, I eased up on my program, I fell back into bad habits, and boom, before I knew it, my skin health had turned to trash once again. Trust me, you don't want to go through this. This feels like a total kick in the crotch. Backtracking doesn't feel good, and this one's an easy one to avoid. Keep in mind that when you're having success, or when you hit that 6-month mark, or when you hit that year mark, this is when you gotta really focus. You gotta really focus. Don't allow your success to undermine the hard work that you've done. Stay on track, keep customizing the diet, keep making your diet more varied if that's what you need, and figure out the crux that's gonna allow you to stay consistent and stay moving forward and progress with this even when you're having success. Another way to stay super motivated and another way to stay in that marathon mindset is to surround yourself with other healthy, happy, healing people. If your peer group, if your family, if the friends you've chosen to be around are not supporting your cause and they're making it more challenging, you have to create a new group to support you. This is one of the things that I love most about the Eat, Cleanse, Move online course is we have these bi-weekly calls where we're all talking to each other. I can give advice, I can talk to people, I can see them face to face, and we all support each other. We're all in the same shoes. Make sure you're having some fun during the healing process and make sure that your support system is on point. If it's not, you gotta change it. You'd be surprised at how helpful and wonderful people can be. Just gotta pick the right people to be around. The last aspect of the psychology of healing that I wanna share with you guys today is what not to do and what not to focus on. And this one's really hard because many of us who have had the skin health issues also have some form of obsession about symptoms and what's going on with the health of our skin. For example, every single day when I still had skin disease, the first thing I would do is I'd rush to the bathroom, I'd turn on the light, and I'd start looking at my face and looking at my sternum and elbows and all the places where I had flare-ups to see if there was any new flare-ups or how my skin has changed from the day before, and I'd pick at it and I'd blah, 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 blah. Focusing on your symptoms is the absolute worst way to progress psychologically during this healing phase. The thing to focus on is your biomarkers and the day-to-day things you have to do and commit to for the solution. So instead of obsessing about symptoms, completely forget about your symptoms. Your skin most likely is going to be up, down, and all around. Your skin health will not be the determining factor of your progress. Remember, your biomarkers and your biofeedback in that journal with scoring your biomarkers as you customize your diet will be the single most important thing that judges your progress. And I'm going to reiterate this, for the clients of mine that I work with who struggle and who do not heal their skin, they're always asking questions about how fast will I heal? Symptom focus. The symptoms are there, the symptoms are crappy, they're uncomfortable. You do want to deal with them holistically and naturally, but you have to bring your focus to healing. If your focus is on the symptom, your subconscious and your motivation will bring you to more symptoms. But if you have the marathon approach, if you change your focus to the task at hand, the solutions, and the fact that you have biomarkers to focus on and you can leverage and change those, and those are the important thing, you're now in a solution, positive-oriented mindset. And your subconscious mind has something to work on. If you'd like more about the subconscious mind, I think a book that might help a lot of you guys is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. He basically teaches you and outlines the methodology for manifesting. One of the key ingredients to manifesting is using positive self-talk and not focusing on what you don't want to happen. If you're focusing on how crappy your skin is, your subconscious mind will continue to make your skin crappy. If you focus your energy on the healing, on the day-to-day process of working hard and doing the diet and everything else, then that's what your subconscious mind will latch onto and bring more of to you. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. Subscribe and share, leave your comments and questions down below. If you guys are looking for more information about what foods to avoid and what foods are great staple foods, check out my Instagram, check out my YouTube. I have a ton of videos discussing those topics. Also, for those of you who are looking for that community aspect and also that step-by-step guidance, we do have a lot of offerings. There's a free ebook in the description. There is access to our online course / community. There's also access to my private coaching. Everything's in the description box. We are here to help. Best of luck to you guys, and I will see you soon in many more videos. Peace.